What's going on, good people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jay from Jay's Life Loud. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jay from Jay's Life Out Loud, a channel about nothing, but it's about something. So today, I think I'm just going to rant. It's been a while since I did a rant. Out in the backyard, peaceful Sunday. Just came back from breakfast with my wife and my youngest daughter. Hello, everybody. This is Ryan acting like a spoiled brat every time we go out to eat. This is what she does. She turns into a spoiled brat. Spoiled little brat. So, I don't know. I've been feeling some type of way lately about the things that have been going on in society as a whole. And the way I've been feeling lately about society is that things are now, let's say, what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. The truth is a lie and the lie is the truth. Up is really down, down is really up. And people are really wanting you to believe this. We got a weird state of affairs going on. They're sending money through to every country you can think of. But you got people here in this country that can't get water. They can't even drink the water that comes out of the sink. This is the second time within the last, let's say, 8 years or so, that either a whole city or a whole state has been without water with no help from the government. That's weird. So like I said, up is really down, down is really up. Rich, well, poor people acting rich while the rich are still doing them, I guess. You have so many men with no morals, so many women with no morals. You have people walking around with no conscience about what they're doing. You got people walking up the street randomly shooting people because they say they were hallucinating. You got people walking into stores killing people. You got people going into schools and just killing people. And I'm noticing you have so many people. Well, I'm saying like this, the internet gives, and social media gives so many people a platform to spew hate, to mislead people. And what I think I'm seeing now is a lot of people that have mental issues or mental things that they have not breaking free from, or issues they haven't dealt with or don't know how to deal with. And then they're getting on these platforms and spewing out all this stuff that they haven't healed from. And they're reaching all these people that's going through what they're going through. Then it starts a trend. But if you're not mentally healthy in the mind and you haven't got over your traumas or whatever the case may be, now the people that need help, you got them feeling like they don't need no help because this person over here is saying it and I'm feeling it, but you don't know that the things that you're doing need to be corrected. I watch down to the smallest things of like manners. the way you were raised. Um, they want you to think that the way you were raised was wrong. And what I mean by that, when you say thank you, you're welcome, people don't say that anymore. Excuse me, nope, people just walk on by you. They don't care how close they are. People dead up on your back in line like there's no such thing as C-19. I notice you open a door for somebody, they won't say thank you. They just keep on walking by like that's what you were supposed to do. I even remember growing up, I learned by watching my grandmother when she drove and other people that I would be with, that if somebody let you in traffic into a lane and they didn't have to, they would always put their hand up. That was a sign of respect to say thank you. Or put your hand out the window. That's a sign to say thank you. People don't even do that no more. And it seemed to be a trend where people are trying to tell you that these things hold no value anymore, when they really do. So don't let anybody convince you that your way of thinking is old, is passe, is gone. If somebody does something for you, I don't care how small, you say thank you. I see a lot of people holding on to things that their parents might have done, and I'm not saying the serious thing. You got some people out here being molested. Sometimes that's something years that stays with you, so I understand that. But if it's the small things, you felt like you didn't get enough fancy clothes when you were young. You feel like your parents, you 21, 22, and you still feel your parents owe you something. A lot of these things, you got to grow up. When you're old enough to get out here and make your own money and make a way in the world, you have to grow up. The petty things you have to let go and move on. Because one thing you have to understand, your parents are people too. So think about it. If you were, from the time you were born to 18, 19 or whatever, if that parent took care of you and did things for you, that parent don't owe you nothing. They did everything that they were supposed to do. If they fed you, kept a roof over your head, and loved on you, they don't owe you anything. And they shouldn't have to kiss your butt. Because if you're kissing a child's butt after you done did all of this, they could never repay you in a million years. You could be a millionaire and buy me 2 cribs, but you could never replace what I've done for you. I helped build your character. I helped do all these things. But I'm supposed to kiss your butt now because you grown or you feel you grown. But I move on. I see grown men that are trying to talk to women or young ladies that could be their child, or it could be their grandchild. And it's like, bro, what are you going to do with this little kid? And you married. What are you going to get out of this? Because you feel she's cute. You're going to mess around, lose your wife, and you're going to ruin this little girl's life and her outlook on what relationships are supposed to be and what love is. But you're willing to risk that because she's cute and you're horny. Bro, grow up. We have leaders, and I'm going to speak on black leaders, that are in position. I don't care if it's a union rep at your job. I don't care if you're a mayor, governor. I don't care if you're sitting on city council. If you're put in for a position, do your job. Use the values that are taught. Or maybe you wasn't taught value. Maybe you weren't taught that a man has to lead by example, or even a person, you have to, if you get elected for a job, do your job. You made promises, do it. Stand by your word. When did that value become passe, that now you don't stand on your word and what you said you was going to do or what you promised? Now people are all, and I guess it's been going on, people are more about self than they are for their legacy or looking out for others. The world we live in is something different. Hold yourself accountable for who you are, knowing that for every action there's a reaction. Stand on your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you say this is what you stand on it. Don't wait to get in between and decide, oh, that's too much for me to live up to. I'm just going to do what I want to do. That ain't the way it works. That ain't what a man is. That's not how a person should live their life, that you're going to do whatever's just comfortable for you instead of holding your word. We are definitely living in different times. And I guess this video is more to tell you or let you know it's okay to hold on to your old school values. You don't have to accept everything this world is telling you to accept. You don't have to embrace everything that this world is throwing at you. You know, we live in a generation now where you can't say how you feel, even though people do. And to me, I see a lot of people that are speaking the truth. Those are the people they want to get rid of. Those are the people that they shun. Those are the people they want to use cancel culture on. Then you have those that say whatever they want to say, no truth behind it, no fact checking, and people will follow them right off a cliff. And it's crazy to me. It really is. I've watched grown women, instead of teaching their daughters the value of what a woman should be or carry herself, they out there showing their daughters what not to do and enjoying them with it. Mamas and daughters out there shaking their booty and showing most of your body on social media. And don't get me wrong, I used to be one of those that would and then it hit me like, bro, you have a 21-year-old daughter, you have a 4-year-old daughter, and 3 stepdaughters. If any of them grew up or even did it now, you would be offended and you would be upset to see them shaking their booty on social media or even half naked. And, you know, I begin to think about like some of our ancestors and, you know, with the twerking and all that or whatever. And you say, well, the ancestors weren't twerking. But if you watch, you go watch some African videos, those that know me, I watch a lot of YouTubers that are in Africa. I watch a lot of videos about Africa. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I'll be able to move to Africa before I retire. And I watched a lot of native dancing, a lot of traditional dancing. And there's a lot of shaking in there. And it's not meant for a disrespect. It's not meant to show their body. But it's still done. And I don't know if you could say it's a respectful way to shake your body, your booty, or what. But I'm just, I had to throw that in there because I do see it. But at the same time, to tell your child or let your child know that it's okay to get naked on social media. Shake your booty all in the camera on social media. But then again, at the same tone, you want to find, I can see the same person. Every one of their videos, they half naked, shaking their booty in the camera, and then say, I want to find a husband. How? Who is this man that will respect you enough to say, I want to make her my wife, or I want to get to know her, when you on here saying the most vulgar things? And it goes same way for men. You being disrespectful to women, calling them bees and doing all this, and you believe that this is what a black man should be saying about black women. I don't know. I'm not saying that everybody should think like me, but I do say that there's such thing as common sense. And I know since I was young, I've always heard, but common sense ain't common. Maturity does not come with age. I'm just telling y'all what I believe. I think you have to have respect for yourself. I think you have to hold yourself in the highest regard. And a lot of times, and most definitely, you have to learn how to check yourself when you know you're wrong. You have to look yourself in the mirror, because that's the hardest person to lie to, is that person in the mirror. And say, no matter what society is saying or what they pushing or what agenda that they have, I know what's right and I know what's wrong. And try your hardest to always do what's right.